What's up, guys? We're back. So today we're working on the shop truck. We're redoing a little bit of some engine bay wiring for a new fan setup and some miscellaneous stuff that we're going to be wiring up front. So let's show you what we got going on. All right, so like I said, we're doing some wiring today. Everyone's favorite. So as you can see, started just kind of peeling it yesterday. We're rewiring a new fan in specific. That's the old dual fan setup. It works pretty good for what it is, but now that it's getting, we're seeing 110, 115 plus degree days, and we got the AC and all that stuff going. It's getting up there a little bit. I like to see it run a little cooler. So I said here, this for the AC headlights. There's the old fan wiring there. Like I said, they did pretty good for what they were, but we have quite a bit of layers up front now. So we started running this new 8-gauge wire here for the new fan setup, and that small wire is a PWM signal because it is a brushless setup. So in here, what we got is we got the old setup right there. This is the add-on relay we added for the AC clutch. Like I said, this thing has full functioning AC now. It's the best mod I've ever done to this thing, no lie. But anyway, this is the old module to control the dual spout fans that are in it right now. We're gonna take that off. Okay, so what we have here is basically everything all stripped out. It looks a cluster, but it's just because like I said, we left everything a little longer. But this is the control box for the old dual fan setup that I have, a Davies Craig. It works great, by the way. You can either run it with the sensor, or in my case I had it bypassed and just had a Holley send it a ground signal here for when it controls through one of the outputs. That way I control when they come on and off with the Holley. So that's mainly what I'm going to verify, because this will be the new PWM signal that'll be hooked up to the new brushless fan over here. Okay, so maybe I wasn't too specific, but we're looking for that, again, that ground signal, but for when the fans turn on, because we're just going to convert this ground signal over to a PWM negative. So this is already hooked up to the Holley. We're just going to hook it up here to our new PWM signal. So whenever the fans would activate in temperature, or in this case we're going to do it by the AC since the truck is off, we should see a ground signal here. This light should turn green. So making good contact there. Let's turn on our button here. There you go. You can hear the blower motor turn on, and as well as the clutch and the AC. On, off. So that's perfect. This is, like I said, right now it's currently a ground signal. We're just going to convert it over to a PWM signal on the laptop. I'm going to make a whole other video setting up the PWM table and all that stuff. But that's good. So let's proceed. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for in here. We verified all of our signals. Like I said, I know it looks like a mess, but we're going to clean this up. Everything's just stripped out, laid out, but we're going to tuck everything back out nice how the way it was, loom everything up. We verified our signal, so that we labeled it with the new label here. That's going to be our PWM negative. We're going to leave this spare key 12 volt here in case we had another accessory in the future. I'm just going to loom up the end real good. Got this label for the AC clutch. And I did want to show you guys the label maker that I use. I got a lot of questions on it, and this thing's pretty sweet, man. So you type up what you want right there, and you can change the fonts and stuff. I still get mixed up to this day. This thing it prints all sorts of ways, but you type up what you want basically, and then you just hit print. Cut it up right here, and there you go. It's pretty sweet. So let's get back up to the front. So back up front here, we're just about done. We got all the wires all nice and tucked in and loomed up. And this new loom that I'm trying out, I usually stick to like the braided style, but I saw this one, the same company makes it. It's more like a woven style. and this one appears, it's solid, it's not see-through, so mine should protect a little better against all the heat, especially since they run right next to the headers. All the wires, they are still individually loomed, but all together I'm wrapping them in this this new woven style deal. So we'll see how it works out. Let's get back up top and take out the radiator. So we got the radiator out, as you can see. Got it laid down over there with the shroud. Made a freaking mess as usual, but oh well, this ain't a TV show. Let's clean it up a little bit and get moving. So this is the new fan we're going to be using. It is a 19-inch spout brushless fan out of a 21 ZL1 Camaro to be exact. 850 watt motor, and this thing's beefy. Look at the wire on this thing. It comes 8 gauge from factory, so I expect this to pull around 70, 80 amps at 100% duty cycle. But again, since it's brushless, we don't necessarily have to run it at 100%. But if we do, we're ready for it. And it's a nice little shroud I fabricated for it. Pretty simple. Just cut out the old plastic shroud that it comes with. Just kept the fan in its cage, and then made this out of a piece of 16 gauge that I had laying around. I drew it up here first, and then just cut it with the grinder, and then had a local shop cut the circle for me to keep it as perfect as possible. And then I went down to my other buddy's place and used his finger brake and just broke it, and it came out pretty sweet. A nice little logo there. And like I said, this is just a prototype. We're gonna take it off to get it powder coated anyway, and we might actually do some blend doors here if it's needed. But we were mostly having issues with stop and go traffic, so I think we should be good. But like I said, if anything, we'll just pull it off. It's just it all comes off. And all right, so let's get this thing attached to the radiator, and then we'll put it back in the truck. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. We went ahead and got the radiator installed back with the new shroud and fan setup. Next thing to do is we're going to top it off with coolant, check for any leaks and stuff like that, and then jump on the laptop so we can program it on the Holly and set it up and all that stuff. So I'm going to be making another video on that, since that will be more of a tech video, but be sure to stick around so you can see how we program it and see if this thing works, and we'll take it out on the test drive as well to see how it performs in this 110 degree. It's supposed to be the last few days of this heat, so it's the perfect time to go test it out, and we'll go take this thing out on the wash or something. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on that next video.